Jalen Hurts. Come on, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Air Jalen, man. We here, man. Jordan want to sign us because he already knows. Jump man. You feel me?
Exactly, man. Hold on. Before we start the countdown, Smitty, what you think? Your boy, Air Jalen.
Man, whatever shoes they drop, I'm gonna go grab them. I got to. Look, I was the first one on Twitter. I said I had to change the Abby, man. I had to put Air Jalen in, man. It's official now, so you already know what time it is, man. We own the bigger and better things, man. The road to Super Bowl 58 started a month ago. I told y'all that.
Exactly. So let's start us off right now. Hit the music.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? You already know it's the Birds of Broad Street. I don't know where Cool Cat just went. He was in the building.
It's all right. It's all right. We can hold it down. You already know, man. You already know.
It's your boy King DV. This is feel like a Wednesday right now. Hold up.
Huh? We switch sides though, but we here.
Yeah. But man, listen, it's boy King DV. I'm here with Smitty. I'm just trying to, talk about. We got a lot to talk about.
Especially these Georgia Dogs today, man. They went stupid.
Man, look, the Georgia Dogs went stupid. Sidney Brown went stupid. We gotta get into the preseason game and also the joint practice, man. A lot of people
which
are looking at
my brother Draco the guy. He keeps spamming about it in the chat. He keeps spamming about it. Listen.
That's cool.
He's a Ravens fan, right?
That's great.
We don't care. It
was
preseason, man. It's over with. We moved on. Guess what we focused on? Joint practice and playing Cleveland on Thursday. Man, we ain't worried about the Ravens, man. We don't even play y'all in the regular season. So it's just preseason.
No,
man.
we don't.
Warm up. We don't play the Ravens in the regular season, though.
Exactly. So let's go ahead. I'm sorry, I had to make a phone call. So let's go.
We used to be it just being us two on the screen. We vibe easily, Wednesdays is Wednesday.
Yeah, but salute to my brothers, man. Salute to my brothers. But yeah, welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 105. Welcome to the preseason reaction edition of the Birds of Broad Street. I'm your boy, Mizzy Mez Kukakan, YouTube representing the Birds. Moan will be here. Trigger will be here. Maybe he'll be with the kids. We'll see about Birkin, but we got my brothers. Smitty Air Jordan, Smitty Eagle. What up, Smitty?
I'm just going pause. You hear me? Nah, man, it's a nice feeling, man, to actually see some respect put on his name. You feel me? Because just a year ago, people was talking about, was he gonna be in the league for another year? How he looked in that 9-8 run, and now people want to bet on him being, MVP and stuff like that. So it feel good to be. It feels good to be amongst the rich and famous. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep. And we got my brother King DV in the building. What up, King?
What's going on, everybody, man? Look, greatness knows greatness, man. That's all I got to say about the signing of the Air Jordan. Man, look, we already knew it was crazy how majority of his games, best running games, I should say, came in those Air Jordan 11 cleats, bro. Air Jordan 11 cleats. It was bound to happen, man. I'm just happy happy that it happened before the season started. This is just making out a great and a classic off season for the great Jalen Hurts, man. Let's just let's talk football, but I'm just happy for Jalen Hurts right now. But it's a lot to get into.
Hey, side note, just to cause a little drama, right? You know who he teammates with now, right? You know who else is Team Jordan, the arch nemesis that we hate all hate.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. I ain't talking about him. I know you talking about.
We ain't gonna speak the name, but we know.
Exactly. Now, before we do, let's go on. Let me get this thing ready. Let's go on and watch the trailer for the Air Jordans. Get y'all popcorn ready, man.
Imagine if you would have quit. What if you didn't have a purpose? What if you never took flight? As soon as you stepped on the field, we knew you was a breed of one. Born for the storm, built to overcome. No matter how steep the mountain was to climb, you found a way to rise. Faith is what makes you fearless. Believing what others can't see. This is just the beginning. Welcome to the fam.
Man, that made me want to rock out, man. I'm ready, man. The season can't get closer, man. You see my quarterback showing up to the facility at 5 a.m. putting in work. Why you still counting the eye boogers you got in your eyes, man? Still sleeping, eyes closed. You still seeing the black of night, man. My quarterback working, man. Y'all don't really want to talk about this, man. Y'all really don't want to hate on my quarterback. Look what he doing, man.
Exactly, man. Now, before we get on to all of the good stuff we got, let me remind y'all about the NFC East Roundtable that we're going to have 2 weeks after the season's over and 2 weeks after the draft. NFC East Roundtable, Boss, Cole, PTA, and Big Simple on October 30th and December the 4th. Eagles Cowboys Roundtable. We're going to have Boss, Cole, a third member of the Cowboys. Washington Commanders, way left hand up. We'll have them September 9th and October the 23rd and November the 18th. And New Year's Day, the New York Football Giant fans will be coming to Broad Street. That's your NFC East Roundtable schedule from now on. Sorry if you don't like it. Too bad. When the Avengers speak, Nick Fury listens. Sorry. It is what it is. And I'm keeping that name because that's awesome, King. That is awesome. But yeah, let's get on to some breaking news that affects us, man, because we got to face the New England Patriots week 1, which means breaking news, Ezekiel Elliott will be signing a 1-year deal with the New England Patriots. He's going to be facing us week 1. King DV, your initial reaction?
For him, man. Look, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Like I said on Twitter, man, week 1, he's an op. After week 1, I'm rooting for him for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons. I want him to do good.
Does it have anything to do with week 4? Does it have anything to do with week 4?
It has something to do with the whole year. I want him to do well so I can rub it in faces. Like, hey, he don't need y'all. Y'all needed him. That's what I want.
Yeah. Go ahead, Smitty.
I mean, they got a good, decent back, man. I don't know how much of a focal point he will be of the offense. I'm hearing he more of a short yardage, 3 to 3rd down type of guy. He's going to be used more in that pass blocking lane, but they got a guy, man. And I mean, if you really look at the stats, he had his best games against the Eagles, man. We got to stop that this year, though. I'm sorry, Zeke. I apologize. I wanted you here. You could have been in pity spot, but you ain't come. So, we're going to have to shut you down week 1. But I hope, when week 4 happen, I hope you go for about 230, 300. I want you to kill him. Appreciate it.
Yep. It is what it is. Bring on all the smoke. Bring on all, because, hey, this is what it is. We're just going to have to stop you. Now, we had ourselves a game this past Saturday. Listen, let's get to our initial reaction. We will break down pieces by pieces of what we liked and what we didn't like. We'll give some preseason grades to the rookies that we saw. Remember, y'all, it's preseason. It don't mean nothing. That is, unless you're Jalen Carter. That's my first initial last trick for me. Jalen Carter is a goddamn beast. Look at this move right here. Look at this move. Right. And what's that Nolan Smith right next to him? Oh my God, man. That's my I love me some Philly dogs. Swift look like a dang beast. Penny, I see you. Tanner, I see you. Sidney Brown, I see you. Ricks, I see you. Ian Brooks, we need to talk. We need to talk. But all in all, we got some good. Now we lost a linebacker special teamer for the year. Sean Bradley. So no more injuries. We'll talk about what we saw in joint practice. Luckily, Kelsey and Josh
Dickerson. And Dickerson. Landon.
Yeah.
Josh Sweat came back in and practice though. Landon them just stood on the sideline. It's all right though.
Yeah. Thank God they're fine, but we'll talk about them next once we react to the preseason reaction. So before we do, we got Rock the Artist in the building. What's up, everybody? Eagles Land in the building. Welcome to Broad Street, everybody. We got everybody in the building. How y'all doing? 803 Hitman, of course. Bentley. We got Draco, the God. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Broad Street. King DV, your initial reaction about preseason. Talk to us.
I think that I've seen a lot in preseason, man. Like, you got let's talk about Swift, man. Like he started it. He started it for me, man. Like, in that one carry, he did something that no running back in the previous couple years did. He made a move, broke a tackle, and got 22 yards. Guys don't do that. Guys didn't do that in Miles Sanders, and I love Miles Sanders to death, but he showed me a lot in that one carry, and they said that he took it into this joint practice. Man. Jalen Carter, you just played the video, man. He's a man amongst boys. And I'm telling you right now, that is not real. It's not real. There's no way. There's no way. Shout out to the airplane lady. But and people were trying to, downplay it, basically saying that he was going against somebody that he was familiar with. They were old teammates. Him and the guy that he went against. But at the same time, I really believe that Jalen Carter is going to be a beast in this game. And who was right there when he was when he almost got that sack? Nolan Smith was right there. Who just got a sack today? We're gonna talk about that later. But I've seen a lot, and shout out to Eli Ricks. Eli Ricks had a hell of a game. He basically balled out. Had a couple pass breakups. That pick six. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's here in Philadelphia is complaining about him celebrating and all that. No, man, you're a rookie, bro. I'm happy they didn't call it. I'm happy they didn't call the celebration taunting, I should say. I'm happy they didn't call that, right? But like I said, Ian Book is trash. I'm sorry. He's ass. He's horrible. Tanner McKee, QB3. That's all I got to say.
Smitty, or should I say Air Jalen?
So I've seen a lot today, man. I seen a lot Saturday. I seen Sidney Brown. He's a speed demon, but he need to control it a little bit. Eli Ricks, he's an up and comer now. He probably gonna make it hard for a few people to get cut. Mario Goodrich played pretty decent. Jalen Carter, listen, how did the league let him slip to us at 9? I don't know, but hey, they smoke good drugs, so whatever they did and said, hey, we can't get that guy, cool with me, whatever. Moving on. Nolan Smith. he had a few good snaps, man, that I watched. I really liked it. Tanner McKee for quarterback too. At 3. Mariota looked like pure confusion. All he did was run. And then, like, if he passed the ball, it was only to Greg Ward. Like, I mean, I understand Ward got for sure hands, but listen, when you're trying to show that you're able to, come in and execute like Jalen Hurts, you got to show the ability to see the field. And he couldn't see anything but the middle.
He was only comfortable with that read. Greg Ward was his only read. Because if he didn't see Greg Ward open, he's tucking and running. He's running it. Nada was open one play. The guy Cleveland was open one play. I'm sitting here looking at him like, yo, what are you doing? We know you mobile. This is why we were excited about getting you. Show us now what you can do with your cannon.
Give me Tanner.
No, because at the end of the day, Mariota, it's the safest bet.
Tanner look crispy. Tanner look poised.
He is. But at the same time, Mariota is the safest bet because he's been in the league.
You sure? I'm starting to. I'm gonna go look at the
Listen, when Tanner got in, there was second string and third string mix-ups. Like, we're not talking about starters. I wouldn't put Tanner against people.
Mariota was going against them same people.
I know, but it's a reason why Mariota is down in the depth chart. He's not a starter in the league anymore. He's not. I'm comfortable where he at.
I'll take Tanner McKee too. I'm just saying. He showed me another game like that. I'll take him at 2.
So if he played well Thursday,
he come out there and go like 12 for 16 for like 102 touchdowns, 140 and 2 touchdowns. Hey, listen, man, he'll be selling me. I ain't expect Tanner McKee to do nothing.
I knew he was going ball. I already knew he was going ball. I told y'all.
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect. I don't have expectations for rookies like that. Not those type. Not way down there.
We got a little, bro.
I got expectations for like Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Sidney Brown, Steen. Them early picks. When you get in the 6th and 7th round,
tell little B we say hi, Bird Gang. Tell little B we say hi.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
When we changed the game last season against the 49ers, and now we got to have 3 quarterbacks, that becomes important. That becomes important because now Mariota's mobile, not like how Gardner Minshew was. He's mobile. So now it's a chance for him to put himself in harm's way to get injured. So yes, you want that third string quarterback to be strong. I don't see Tanner McKee over jumping Mariota. Not this soon. Not this soon. And that's just me being honest. I think Mariota sucks. Don't get me wrong. But he is mobile. He's been in the league for some time. And he could teach the young and the thing or two, and also he could teach Jalen Hurts some things that he might not have saw. It's easy outside looking in. That's all I'm saying. I think that Mariota's in a perfect spot, but I wouldn't expect him to come in the game and win those 2 games. Like if we had Mariota last season, I don't think we win those 2 games. I don't even think we in a shootout with Dallas with Mariota. We're not. But I think that with Mariota back there, I think like for a player or two, if Jalen Hurts get banged up, God forbid, I think he can handle his part.
I don't trust nobody. Y'all told me to trust 2 left shoes. He got me 2 L's and forced my quarterback back on the field in a game that he shouldn't even been playing in because we should have beat the Saints at minimum.
That right mind told you to trust Gardner Minshew.
Plenty of people said it right here on this good old YouTube app. Plenty of our content creators said, "You tell Gardner Minshew gonna get one." Then they then 34 to 40, they was like, "Oh, he definitely gonna beat the Saints."
You should have checked for viruses or something like that because look, we didn't even trust him.
It was no virus, now.
We didn't even trust him.
Gardner Minshew was smidgenly, said he could win one.
We almost did, but what happened at AT&T Stadium. So
yeah. So let's get on to some grades real quick to grade some people. Let's get on to the Georgia Bulldogs first because Kelly Ringo out there. We had Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith. I'm giving those three an A+. They had a dominant preseason game. So what grade would you give the Georgia Bulldogs? We'll start with them. King?
I gotta say an A, not A+, not yet. Because Kelly Ringo, man, like that back shoulder fade, and I know it's hard to defend. I really do. But his movement, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. And that's why I didn't give him an A+. Nolan Smith, he basically was Nolan Smith. He was just ready to hit MF, like he said in the interview. And he was just, active. He was active. Jalen Carter, played a couple snaps. And that play, it blew up on Twitter. And, you just see, the technique of him, man, the arm swift and being able to get to the quarterback. And that could have been a sack in a real game. In a real game, that could have been a sack. So I do give him an A. I do want to see a lot more. And another reason why I don't give him an A, because it's more Georgia Bulldogs that we need to see, like Nakobe Dean, who did practice today. But I do want to see Nakobe Dean on that ankle because, a lot of people are very unsure about Nakobe Dean. I'm not one of those guys. I do understand the height thing. I do understand the pectoral injury. I do understand the injury to the ankle now. But I do want to see a lot more out of these boys, man. I ain't making these shirts for nothing. So I need Kelly Ringo to show up. I need Nakobe Dean to show up. Jalen Carter, I'm not too concerned about. And of course, Nolan Smith, I'm not concerned about because Nolan Smith, if we didn't get Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith would have been my 10th pick. And I do want to point out that a lot of people on Burzabor Street, not going to point to nobody, wanted Bijan Robinson, not Jalen Carter. That's all I'm saying.
That's a fib. That's a fib. That's a fib.
Air Jalen.
Well, wow. Do you want to go pull the tapes? Because I can put the tapes out here. I said.
No. What you say? What did you say though?
My comment was I didn't believe that Jalen Carter would be available at the 10th pick, and I would like to get draft compensation for something at the 10th pick, trade back to about 17, and draft Bijan Robinson. That's what I said.
I'm not just coming at you.
But if he was available at 10, I was taking him at 10.
But I remember you were saying I'm leaning towards Bijan, but I'm like, no. If
Jalen Carter is there, Jalen Carter was available.
Nobody really did. I'm not even gonna hold you. Nobody thought he was gonna drop that far. But then when everything started coming out that GMs and execs is looking at the personal situations, then it's like, okay, we might got a chance. Because we didn't know about Jalen Carter. We damn sure didn't know about Nolan Smith dropping to 30. We damn sure didn't know about that. But look, that's how the chips fall, the leaves fall, whatever you want to say.
But I ain't gonna lie. I wanted Nolan Smith at 30, though. I never would have took Nolan Smith at 10. I'm sorry.
You wouldn't have?
No.
Well, some people said they was going to trade back for Nolan Smith.
I wanted to trade up for him. I definitely did. Like from 30, I definitely would have jumped 20. I would have jumped 10 spots. But top 10, to me, mentally, Jalen Carter and Bijan was my only top 10 picks in my mind. Unless like somebody way up there, like Will Anderson or something fell, then we talk about a different story. But
yeah,
guys that was a possibility of being available, and Bijan wasn't even really top 10. I really didn't even want to take him at 10. I would have traded out. But then he obviously went somewhere else, and then we would have been screwed. So Jalen Carter was the best decision.
What you think about the Georgia Dogs, though?
I give him a B+. I ain't see enough snaps, man. It wasn't enough snaps from Jalen Carter. It wasn't enough snaps from Jordan Davis. It wasn't enough for me to really evaluate. And then Keely Ringo, he gave up a big play. He played pretty decent outside of that. Nolan Smith, he seemed just like you said. He seemed fired up to play, but if I felt to me, he wasn't winning those battles that I thought he should get one-on-one outside. He had a couple good plays on the outside, but I felt like he got to get them hands. You know what I'm saying? Don't let them big behemoths out there grab you. You small, you gotta learn how to, but that come with rushing technique. So I heard you say you needed Keely Ringo to, step up. You talking about in the preseason, right? Step up in the preseason? Because he's not gonna be playing in the regular season.
In the preseason, I'm saying, like, if you're going to sit up there and
if he playing in the regular season, that means Slay or Bradbury is somewhere.
As of right now, because we don't know what's the game plan, because anybody could get injured, and then we got to make adjustments to the point where we got to maneuver guys from cornerback to safety. We could be doing something like that. We don't know if it's Kelly Ringo, Greedy Williams. We don't know what's going on. But as far right now, I think that with that cornerback depth, I think that will be fine. But Kelly Ringo, I really believe that he can hold his own if Slay or Bradbury got to be out for a play or two. Not a whole game. A whole game, yeah, they're gonna pick on him all game.
Yeah, B+. I hope I can see Nakobe Dean playing this next preseason game.
Yeah. Let's get to the defense as a whole, because we saw Sidney Brown, we saw Rex out there. So I'll give the defense, I'll give it a B+. I'll give the defense as a whole a B+. They did some good, they did some bad, but they did a lot. So go ahead, King. The defense as a whole.
Defense as a whole, I'll give him a B+. I think that Sidney Brown was all over the field. I like that movement. Yes, he's a little antsy at times, but he was all over the field. Like I said, the Jalen Carter play, Noah Smith, he had some good plays in there. Eli Ricks had some good plays. Mekhi Gardner had some good plays. I'll just give him a B+. I think that, it showed that we can trust a little bit of what Sean Desai is doing, but I want to see more with this with these players, especially with the ones. I want to see a little bit more. I want to see what he's doing. I want to see how he's changing it up. I know we won today at joint practice, but I do want to see more when the lights come on. When we're playing a game where as though it's not meaningful, but people are watching to see what we got out of our guys that we drafted, guys that's new. Are we putting them in the right position? What play calls are being called at this time? But I think that overall, I think the short side did a good job, but it could have been better. So I do give him a B+.
Yep. Air Jalen?
I'm gonna go with a B, man. I mean, it was a solid showing, but there's a few guys that needed more snaps. I would have liked to see Jalen Carter maybe, get about 10 snaps instead of 2. You know what I'm saying? I would have liked to see, Jordan Davis on the field a little bit longer. I would even like to see, a little bit more of Sidney Brown. I don't even know if Reed Blankenship, to me, has played his way out of preseason play, but I guess the organization thinks so. I would have liked to see Reed Blankenship on the field. In the same sense, I want to see Nakobe Dean. Like, I just want to see these guys get acclimated, because what you don't realize when you're new to the league is these teams change from week to week, from year to year. It could be fast overturning teams. You know what I'm saying? You could be standing next to one guy this week, and he's across the country the next week on another team. So I think that's just, something I would have liked to see. But other than that, we played pretty decent. So I'm going to give him a B, man. Solid B.
Yep. Now, for the whole offense as a whole, the offense, same thing. I'll give him a B+. Ian Book got to go. I'm with you. Ian Book got to go. Swift is a dog. Penny is a dog. There's a lot of good things that happen. The offensive line, be better. So I'll say B-, because the only good thing was Tanner was good. The running backs, I love Swift. Outside of that, So go ahead, King.
I'm giving the offense a C+. And
you think like me, bro.
It's due to, first of all, Ian Book. I've been telling y'all this guy don't even need to be in the Eagles jersey, not even on the practice squad. We need to go and try to get somebody else on the practice squad if we got to keep a quarterback. Also, it took some time for Tyler Steen to get immaculated in the offense, but once he did, it did turn up a little bit on the O line. And they had him and switched up on different positions because he could play the multiple positions and tackle and guard. So I did like that. I like the blocking from Rashad Penny and also from the other quarterback that we only running back that we got. What was his name with the locks?
Oh, you talking about? Nah, we ain't talking about him. Keep going. Let's keep moving.
Y'all talking about who?
You talking about Brooks?
No, not him.
Trey?
He was awful.
You talking about Trey?
God awful.
Trey?
Yeah, Trey Sermon.
Okay.
So yeah, Trey Sermon.
I thought
Yeah,
you
he
trying to
had
bring
good
up
blocks
Kennedy
and
Brooks. I was
everything.
gonna say no.
He also played some special teams, but he had some good blocks when he got into the offense. Also Greg Ward, man. Greg Ward, we gotta talk about him, man. He's a preseason king. he basically was playing like he was Antonio Brown in the Steelers uniform out there. He was reliable, and yeah, it was just one of those things that you see that the offense was clicking with Tanner McKee. Offense was clicking when Mariota made a good read, but it's only to Greg Ward. Mariota need to stop doing the one thing that we sat up there and said Jalen Hurts was doing his first year starting in the beginning. He would look at one read and then he'll run. This is what people were concerned about. Now we got Jalen Hurts at almost his full capacity because right now I don't think he's done. I don't think Jalen Hurts is done, but at the same time, our backup quarterback cannot sit up there and bring us back. We got to stay afloat. While if Jalen has to get out the game, we have to stay afloat, and we got to rely on that. Then look, we uncertain about winning a ball game or winning a half with a Mariota. So that's why I give him a C plus. I don't really think that it's not as fluent, man. Yes, we was excited about the play from DeAndre Swift. Yeah, we was excited about Tyler Steen, getting noticed by Lane Johnson and everything like that. But overall, it wasn't a good showing for the offense. Could have been better. We missed a 2-point conversion. Thanks to Ian Book, and it just wasn't good to see. And I think we should be better this time around, especially with a better defense. And then we could probably have some better grades. But right now, I don't know if they were shaky. I don't know. It was the complex of Brian Johnson play calling, which I thought was awesome, but they just didn't execute. And then we're not even going to talk about, I'm sorry to drag it on, but we're not even going to talk about us moving backwards on that one play where Sirianni was pissed off. You got to hold that accountable against the offense too. So that's why I give him a C plus.
Yeah. Trust me, we'll talk about everything Landon Dickerson next. Let us grade these players, and then we'll get right to that next, because I saw a lot of good when it came to joint practice today. I don't really care what some of the haters said. I saw a whole lot of good in joint practice, but we'll get to that. Let's get here from Smitty Eagle, a.k.a. Air Jalen, and then we'll get to the joint practice. Go ahead, Smitty.
I'm going C plus also, man. I mean, outside of Tanner McKee, Greg Ward, because Kennedy Brooks looked horrible. Trey Sermon looked decent.
He's the worst running back. Kennedy Brooks was the worst running back.
I don't even know how he ended up back on our team, man. He Ian Book, I don't know how he's still playing quarterback. But yeah, C plus, man. We looked solid, but it could have been better. It needs to be more perfected. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Scoob outside of going to get Foles, because I don't see what the Foles can do for us right now. Appreciate you for the Super Bowl, Foles. But when we run right, we good. We're good. I will take Tanner McKee second, though. I would. I don't care. I'll take the chance. Opportunity. Whatever. Mariota is not it. He looked this shaky. He looked this shaky. I mean, he might could come in and play running back for us. Maybe he can make a spot in the running back role. Then if you have a running back with the option to throw the ball, might be locked in. You got a Christian McCaffrey at that point.
Exactly. Yep. Now let's get to joint practice. We saw a lot of good. We saw a lot. Listen, let's get down to it. First things first. Some clips of what we saw from joint practice. Jalen freaking Hurts, ladies and gentlemen. But the play of the day. Those of y'all who didn't see it, here's a.
Don't press, baby.
AJ Brown on anybody like any of their cornerbacks was just unfair. It's unfair because he's a bigger back. 1, 2. He runs like a running back, and the connection that he has with Jalen Hurts is unbearable. Like you can't guard it most of the time, man. It's only if they make a mistake, if they timing is off, or if AJ Brown drops the pass or something like that, or Jalen Hurts overshoots him. But if they connect it, it's unguardable. Number one. Number two, man, like Devontae Smith balled out too, and I'm mad that we could not get that on video. They were saying like it was one of like the best plays of the day. Yes, we got the play for AJ Brown that you just showed and everything like that, but Devontae Smith had probably the best play of the day.
Yeah.
And, Dallas Goedert has a couple good catches. Jalen Hurts had a good catch to Alameda. And I just want to point it out there, anybody that follow Twitter and everything, the main guys like ESP will give you anxiety over Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts looks so bad, but then big him up when he does something good. Like, I don't want people to fall for it because last season he did this too, and we ended up in the Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts. So I don't want people to jump the gun. I just want to be able to see it, live with my own eyes so I can feed it to y'all. Because if I'm going with him, we don't know what's his intentions. Well, we do know to a certain extent that he's not really huge on Jalen Hurts, but he got to give him props when it is due because that's how you keep your audience. I don't like that at all. But at the same time, I just think that this Browns joint practice taught us a lot about the offensive line. I know Nick Sirianni yelled at Stoutland and the offensive line because we were giving up too many sacks. That's why a lot of people was going at Jalen Hurts for throwing that interception. We don't know what happened on that play. It could have been the offensive line to allow somebody to come and Jalen Hurts just try to make a play because it really don't count. But he's just trying stuff out and do an interception. That's probably what happened. I don't think Jalen Hurts just do an interception just because, he was Dakota Prescott. That's what I'm saying. We got to take our time and make sure that, us as Eagles fans that know the game understand what happened on plays before we even jump the gun and say, oh, Jalen Hurts didn't have a good day. Jalen Hurts had 2 touchdowns today. Jalen Hurts had great plays today. You know what I'm saying? Also, a shout out to Philly Mike. The defense showed up. Defense held it down. The defensive line, most importantly, it wasn't the offensive line. The offensive line basically got us handled by Myles Garrett and those guys. You know what I'm saying? There's no Ward got the interception on Jalen Hurts, but then that's when Devontae Smith came back and had one of the best plays of the night or the day from a pass from Jalen Hurts. So you want to talk about the curse, but never talk about the gift of what just the bounce back. That's what I'm saying. And
as you can see, Leonard Dickinson and Kelsey are okay if y'all can see it.
Yeah, we good. We good. It's just that precaution. You want precaution because at the end of the day, what got us to the Super Bowl or what got us on an amazing run, regardless of what y'all think about our team, was health. And that's what we're bigging up on. And that's why I said that, yeah, we got younger, but I think we're even more deeper than last season, depending on how the 53-man roster shapes up.
Yeah, go ahead, Smitty.
I didn't like how the offensive line looked, man. It was at best shaky, man. Myles Garrett versus Jordan Mailata was not what I expected it to be. I really expected it to be more of a stand-up battle. Jordan Mailata got beat on a lot of those speed rushes, man. And I think he gonna clean it up, but I think a lot of that came from kind of seeing the same look every day. You know what I'm saying? You get in that routine, you're used to a guy coming at you one way. You just kind of react a little bad sometimes, but tomorrow will be a little better. I seen video of Lane Johnson, and I don't know who the dude was, but he was a Browns player, and he was working on a speed move that he probably got beat on. You know what I'm saying? He was out there one-on-one. So, I think, the offensive line is going to be okay. Defensive line kind of excited me today because, Jalen Carter was going off, Josh Sweat, Hassan Reddick, like all them boys. Sidney Brown had a sack. Nolan Smith had a sack. It was interesting out there, but I felt like, we got to do a lot better tomorrow. Tomorrow can't mirror today. It got to be totally different. You know what I'm saying? I want us to win tomorrow's battles. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they, can go. I hope somebody filmed it since we can't see the tape. I'm hoping it's on film so they can go watch the film and clean up what they did wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can't see it, sometimes it's hard to really realize what you did. But that back shoulder by, AJ Brown, man, it was beautiful. Devontae Smith, DeAndre Swift went for a 55-yarder. You know what I'm saying, out the backfield. You know what I'm saying? He was lining out at the X, wide receiver X. He was lining up outside. Like, it was a good showing, man. You know what I'm saying? And DV, who was our starting safeties today?
You already know, bro. Like, if you don't do this, don't do this. Like I said, I agree with you, bro.
I want these dudes to walk it back.
It was Reed Blankenship and Sidney Brown. And I told you, Sidney Brown is moving up in the depth chart slowly to the point where Terrell Edmonds might be a rotational guy.
Y'all was here when I got called crazy, man. I got called crazy, man. Y'all know it. People was calling me, man, you crazy. Terrell Edmonds got to play. Why? He's the best man on the field. He ain't the best man on the field. I got crucified. But to the Lord, they take me. Sidney Brown is going to be CJ.
Yep, I loved everything. Yeah. Yep, I loved everything. I love what I saw from joint practice today. Yeah, the offense got to be better, but when Jalen freaking Hurts is delivering another crazy dime to Smitty, this time Hurts scrambled to his left and throw across his body to Smith. This was in front of the end zone. Listen, when I see stuff like that, all I can say is Jalen freaking Hurts. That's all. Jalen freaking Hurts. He's doing his part. Smitty doing his part. AJ Brisbane doing their part. I love what I saw from joint practice. Now, again, Kelsey, Landon Dickerson, Josh White got hurt, but they're fine. They're fine. So
don't forget about Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett got hurt.
Denzel Ward too.
Denzel Ward got hurt, but it ain't that serious, ladies and gentlemen. So don't panic.
They always back out signing autographs at the end of the day. So
right, don't panic.
Josh Sweat said that he was dizzy, he was lightheaded, so that's why it wasn't more like an injury. He said he practiced.
Right? Okay, I'm saying after the dizziness, I thought he came back.
Yeah, he came back. But Landon Dickerson, he poked his head out of the tent, and he was all like smiles and everything like that. It was just precaution, making sure that he wasn't hurt because we need everybody on go week 1. But yeah, Kelsey, you want your guys healthy. and we know he's up there in age. Like I said, I'm on record saying, Stoutland has to be serious about this, and I'm happy that Nick Sirianni came at him because, with Kelsey getting hurt, we don't know if he's going to be banged up for a play or two or a game or a couple games. We don't know what's going to happen this football season, but we need him to ramp up Tyler Steen, and we need him to be able to get these guys ready just in case, because, we don't want to miss a beat. We got Super Bowl aspirations, so you want your guys, especially the young guys that you draft high in the second round, to ball out on the offensive line.
It's possibly a confidence level too, because the offense kind of been balling against that defensive line, and if you balling against our defensive line, I think they might have just had a little too much confidence. Now they back to step one. They back in the gritty because they kind of been performing pretty well 7-on-7, 11-on-11 against each other. So maybe they got a little confident. You seeing Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith. You seeing all these guys every day in repetition, and you starting to stop them. Maybe they just got a little bit too stagnant. And they just need to ramp up the level of intensity, coming tomorrow, man, because you can't get beat tomorrow. It ain't the next time you see them will be preseason. And then you don't know if the starters will be on the field. So you need to get as many reps as you can live. Your next rep ain't till the 22nd against somebody else. And then after that, it's the 10th.
But on the flip side, but on the flip side of that, though, yes, you do practice against those guys, the Reddicks, the BGs, the Fletchers, the Jordan Davises, the Jalen Carters, the Nolan Smiths. You could go on and on and on in the list. But how many teams in the NFL got stackable players like this? Regardless if they didn't play a snap in the NFL regular season, wise or anything like that, we know what these guys can do. How many players got that? So when I'm looking at it is, if you're sitting up here playing against players with this caliber that we're more excited about as content creators, as Eagles fans, and things like that, why can't you put that towards somebody else that don't have these type of rotations?
I mean, the Cleveland built like us, bro.
In a way.
Nah, they build the same way we do. In the trenches, on both sides of the ball, and then they go good secondary. The only problem they got matter of fact, they have a problem. They have a problem that we don't have. They have a problem we have, which is linebacker. They have a bell cow. We don't have one of those.
Well, it's crazy that you said that, because I just read that the GM for the Browns used to be an assistant GM for Howie Roseman.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So he builds
you said that. Now, I don't really think that I really don't think that we have a huge problem. We have a small problem at linebacker, but I think Miles Jack and Cunningham, that addition to them, I think that
helps. Till it's field for me.
Center?
No, I'm saying that will linebacker is a problem until they lock somebody in. Until I can see somebody getting every rep there, they consistently there, it feel like a problem. You got too many people rotating, you really can't identify your defense like that. You know what I'm saying? You got Zach Cunningham playing, you got Miles Jack playing, you got Christian Ellis playing, you had Sean Bradley playing before he got hurt, you got Nolan Smith playing it. Like, that's 5 people in rotation you seeing. I want to see one guy.
And they got to ramp up, and they got to ramp up the new guy.
Oh yeah.
They got to ramp up him.
Oh, they got Van Summerman. Summerman, whatever his name is.
So do y'all think we should play the ones this game, or do you think we should play the ones preseason, the last?
I wanted this one.
I don't think that it's going to happen this one.
The reason I said this one is just because you get a chance, the opportunity to kind of fine tune it before you go back into joint practice it again on the 22nd. That's my thinking about it. You get to see the ones on the field, and then you get the 22nd to go back out there against somebody else and be like, okay, look, that first drive, let's try to reduplicate it so we can see what went wrong against another team. It might not, but if we don't see them, we just don't see them. I mean, I seen Patrick Mahomes play in their second game, so I'm going off of what I've seen.
No,
Patrick
that was
Mahomes,
their first game. That was their first game.
You sure?
Yeah, remember 3 preseason
games. Yeah. So, but they had 2 days of joint practices before that.
Hold up. So I didn't know that. Patrick Mahomes played the first one?
Yeah.
Good.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think nobody is. I don't know what Sirianni doing, but I don't think nobody on our roster.
He only played the first one because his wife came out and said that he liked fried chicken, and that was false.
What they got to do with playing a drive?
I don't look. All I'm saying is Patrick Mahomes needs to get some stuff off his chest.
The only reason I said the Patrick Mahomes because I know last week they had 2 days of joint practice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So Patrick Mahomes played, but for me, because a lot of people's getting hurt in preseason, and I don't know why. That's crazy to me.
That's another reason I picked this one too, Cool Cat, just in case. A little twisted ankle, you got a long time to wait before we play again.
So what you mean you don't know why they're getting hurt? They're getting hurt because a lot of people are not really doing the intense practices. So when you get into the game, it's like, and then this heat, the climate changes. Like, the heat cramp
it was
you
90 degrees today. It was 90 degrees today here in Philly.
Hey man, it's like driving.
Bro, I thought we was going to practice at the link. Practice. I thought that was going to be at the link.
It was at the NovaCare complex. It was at NovaCare.
I'm like, it's tight. Like we need some space, bro. Like,
hey, DV, it's like driving your car at 20, and then somebody tell you, "Hey man, you gotta go 60," and you just hit the gas. That's how I feel when you get in the game. You've been driving kind of good,
right?
And then they're like, "Hey, you gotta go all the way off." Like,
right. And your transmission say, and your dashboard light up, and you gotta pull over, and you gotta wait for AAA. That's what I'm saying. It's one of those things where it's though like you've been practicing at 20 miles per hour, like you said, and then all of a sudden you gotta go faster, and then your transmission be like, nope. And now you either 50-50 out for the season, or you out, or you're out day to day, or whatever. But you're done, and that's not good. That's not a good look.
Nah. I'm ready, man. But I would hope they would play this game. Since you're already doing one-on-one against them, you might as well run one good drive live.
Yeah, if they ain't play, go ahead.
No, I'm saying you should. Yeah. That's all. That's all I have to say. I'm saying they should play the first drive of the game, just to see how Swift is with the ones. He was out there with the second string O-line and did that. Imagine what he could do.
No, that was first string. That's first string.
That was first string.
It wasn't.
Go look it up. Go on there. He got in with the first team. He had 2 snaps. The second snap
that wasn't the first team, bro.
That was not the first team.
That was the first O-line.
I posted it in the space.
I'm not talking, bro. Listen. I'm not talking about the Browns.
Oh, you talking
against the Ravens?
That was
yeah.
But I'm talking about that. Yeah. I thought you were talking about that 55-yarder.
No. I'm talking about the Ravens. I'm not talking about the Browns.
Okay.
So
took it to the house.
I want to see that. I want to see basically, Jalen Hurts with Olamide Zaccheaus since Quez Watkins is hurt with a hamstring injury. I do want to see this O-line bounce back. Nikki, we're fine. This is how we talk. This is how we talk. She gonna say, "Chill out, fellas."
We're on Broad Street, Nikki. We're good. We're good.
This is how we talk, man. But anyway,
and by the way, before we finish talking, and while we're talking, can y'all do me a favor on this show? Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Like, subscribe, and comment to all of our channels. It would be so nice if y'all do that for us. But go ahead, King.
Well, yeah, I just think that it needs to be done. It needs to be done because you got what the offense really, one of the plays, one of the practices before this joint practice, Jalen Hurts had to call Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert, and all those guys over so they could do some drills on their own, and then, when we hear about the O-line and everything like that, I just want to see those guys, tuning up and ramp up to the point where, hey, we got a season to come about, and everybody bought into, hey, we got to get back to the Super Bowl one game at a time. We got Jalen Hurts. We're playing behind this guy. We believe in this guy. We believe in the organization. This first string needs to be on the field on Thursday. If they're not on the field on Thursday, especially for just the one drive, then it's like, what are we seeing that the coaches and the staff is not seeing? That's where I'm at with it.
Well, exactly, man. Exactly. We all good. Moan's busy. Trey's busy with the kids. Notion with his family, and Bergen 31 celebrating with the baby. So you're with the three of us today. So salute to everybody that's watching. By the way,
hold on, time out. I don't like that they do that, man. Like, look, it's still Birds of Broad Street. Where's Simone at? Like, we not good enough. Like, come on, man. We all are equal on this platform, man.
So no, big time. Big time. That's my sister, though. She big time. Oh, big time. So she big time. So salute to sis. She a hard-working woman from Atlanta.
Notion. I hope all good with bro, though. Honestly, that's just being real, because I haven't seen him in a month of Sundays, man. And we need to he need to show his face, huh?
We ain't seen him since the drive.
Yeah, I'll text him this week and see if everything's okay. But yeah, subscribe to all of their channels, man. They desperately need you guys. So let's go ahead and preview this the second preseason game versus the Cleveland Browns. So, King, what you want to see from this team as we get ready for our second preseason game?
First things first, I do want to talk about the second the practice before the preseason game.
Yeah, go ahead. What's your reaction to the joint practice with the Browns?
No, not that. We already did that. I'm talking about tomorrow. Practice.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want them to redeem themselves from today. Just how Smitty said. I think that our O-line is way better than what was tweeted. Way better than that. Also, they made Jalen Hurts look god awful to the point where we didn't really get to see it. We just going off of word of mouth at this point. But I do need them to redeem themselves on offense or defense. I need them to do the same thing, but up the intensity a little bit. Right now it's raining, so hopefully the temperature drop. So it's not a lot of cramping up. It's not a lot of doing all that type stuff. But I do want to see in the second preseason game better situational game calling on offense. Like, yes, it's preseason, but we could have beat that game against the Ravens. Let's just be honest. We could have. If we didn't go for 2 and everything, we could have won. We could have won that game. If it was better play calling. Ian Book was struggling. Why not put it in the hands of the running back? I was looking at things like that. I was also looking at where Mariota was struggling doing reads. Why not do a swing pass? Why not do certain things to make it, to switch it up so it's not so obvious that he's going to scramble? That's what you need to do for your backups. And I felt like that we could have won that game. This game is going to probably be even more meaningful because we had joint practices with these guys. So coming into this game, we need to sit up there and be the Philadelphia Eagles. We need to be what everybody think that the Georgia Dogs is. We need to be everything that we know Jalen Hurts is if he played that one drive. And everybody in the first string, I should say, offensive line needs to hold Myles Garrett in check and them boys. If Ward played one drive and all that, I need Smitty to get over on him. Period. I need our guys to be our guys, because at the end of the day, just how Nick Sirianni said, if we practice hard, the game becomes easy to us because we practice hard. This is why he's hard on the coaches and the personnel. So I'm looking at a step up from what we seen last game, and it was a good showing. But we needed to be perfection, man. We just tasted a Super Bowl ring. We taste that. We try to get back to that. So we cannot sit up there and go backwards. We got to, have these guys join us to the point where we're holding up the Lombardi at the end of the season. But it starts with molding this roster, and it starts with these guys wanting to improve themselves, that they belong in the NFL, and then belonging to the city of brotherly love, the Philadelphia Eagles, and then moving forward from there.
Yep. King?
I just thought.
Dang.
I like messing with you, man.
Smitty, I know. My bad. I do this almost every single time. Sorry, y'all, but go ahead, Smitty.
Yeah, man. Tomorrow, I just want to be able to get some get back, man. See if we can learn and kind of build off what we did today. Stoutland, I know he's going to implement something to get these guys on their feet. Sirianni, I know he's not going to let us come out with the lack of energy that we came out with today. Sean Desai, he did execute. He was able to bring some pressure. Maybe I just want to see him change it up, see what's going on. For that preseason game, I mean, what was me? What happened?
It froze a little bit.
I do want to see. Oh, I said I do want to see that first drive, but outside of that, it's small. You know what I'm saying? Just want to see those guys that performed in this last preseason game kind of build off what they was already doing last week, man. And then we can move forward. I mean, eventually we want to be here. So I know we ain't gonna see no starters, no significant players in preseason 3. So because I went to the last preseason 3 game, we got beat 48-2. So
yeah.
So you telling me not to go to that game? No, I don't even think it's here. I think it's away.
It's here. It's here.
It's here?
At the link.
Okay. Because I couldn't get tickets to this one. I wanted tickets to this one, but stuff came up.
Yeah. It is our second preseason game, and it's here at the link. Before we go, just to see if someone's going to pop up, she probably ain't, but if she ain't, it's all right. Smitty, your Air Jalen is officially a thing. So your thoughts before we get ready to go, your thoughts on the Air Jordans.
Man, he deserves every accolade, every accomplishment that he achieves, and he also deserved to get paid by the greatest probably shoe out, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really rock Jordans. But now that Jalen Hurts is gonna have a custom pair of Jordans, well, they'll give me a pair, man. I got a few pair, but not really much. Gotta give me a pair, man. I just think, it's a small thing, even though we looking at it, it makes us a little proud. Just to see it, though, you know what I'm saying? Last year, he wouldn't have got any of these. Now he has a whole list of endorsements that he's achieved over one season. So for everybody to say they need to see it again, obviously the people that got the millions and the billions and the trillions don't need to see it again. They're paying him money to be a face of their franchises as well as us paying him to be a face of ours. So obviously they're impressed and they're okay with what he did last year. And I just hope he build off that and keep it coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Smitty, your thoughts on the
King DV,
your thoughts on the Air. Damn, your thoughts on the Air Jalen.
Right, damn it. So no, let me stop. It's an embodiment of basically what he has came to at this point of his career. He basically went through everything, man. And yeah, he got, gifted those 11s. And every time he had, like I said before, Every time he had a good running game, he wore those 11s. And like I said, greatness knows greatness. This league is becoming more mobile. Our dual threat, of course, we got the triple threat. We got the mind, we got the running, and we got the arm. You've seen in the top 100 when he was number 3. You see what the players were saying about him. Basically, he could kill you with your arms and his legs. And then if he's killing you with your legs, everything opens up for Jalen Hurts. That's a different dynamic of quarterback, man. We're not talking about a quarterback of a Cam Newton standard or Kaepernick or somebody like that. We're talking about somebody that has the mentality to know that, okay, well, I can't put myself in harm's way, so now I got to do, short throws, or I got to, make extend the play for Devontae Smith to beat that cornerback. It's things like that. Like, people don't realize, what goes into it with Jalen Hurts, and we're going to get a better display of that this year, especially with another weapon in DeAndre Swift. But back to the question. The question is, how do I feel about him having that endorsement from Jordan? I think that put him in a good place. And I know for Jalen Hurts, not like the other guy that Smitty brought up earlier that signed with Jordan, and I wasn't thinking about it until now. Not that guy, because that guy played for the other team. My guy played for the Philadelphia Eagles only, and he's able to win us ball games. He took us to the Super Bowl. We fell short, but I guarantee you, if we get there again with Jalen Hurts, we're not losing the second time. And that's all I got to say about that. I just think that he's great, and as always, go Birds. And I just need my man Cool Cat to actually sit up there and say the Jalen freaking Hurts the way he can only do it. And I'm done on that. I'm done on that note.
Exactly. We'll give our final thoughts right after I say this. Jalen freaking Hurts is the best quarterback in the NFC East. He's the best quarterback in the NFC. He's a top 2 quarterback behind Patrick Mahomes. It is what it is. For those little people out there, we're not mentioning names, because some people going to say, I talk about them a lot. When a guy was on my podcast with me and Mitch running his dang mouth, but I'm not going to go on that. The people that could be out here saying, our quarterback was doing Jordans as well. It's Jalen freaking Hurts' world. Y'all just living in it. Y'all worry about that quarterback. We'll worry about ours. It is what it is. We got the Patriots week 1. Y'all got the Giants. Y'all worry about your own business, and we'll deal with y'all week 9. And with that, before we wrap up the show, let's give our final thoughts before we wrap up. My final thoughts on Broad Street is really simple. Stay healthy. Stay hydrated. No more injuries. Nick, you better get on these players. Come on now, Kelsey, Leonard Dickerson, Josh Sweat. Come on now.
Oh, no. Hold on. We forgot one thing.
What's up?
Dalvin Cook.
Oh, go ahead. Let's talk about it before
Dalvin Cook signed with the Jets. That affect us?
Yeah, it really do, because we do face the Jets. I keep forgetting. We face the Jets, so Dalvin Cook, it does face us. So start us off, Smitty.
I mean, that's a dynamic, man. Last year they fell apart when Breece Hall went down. Now you got Breece Hall, you got Dalvin Cook. That's a good combo, man. Both of them guys back there with Aaron Rodgers. He like to check down too. Call that boy check down Susie around here, boy. He gonna be a checking down master, but I think it's a good pickup for him. I don't know how it works out, with all those guys in the backfield, but they loaded. They'll figure it out. I don't think it doesn't change my prediction on us beating them again, but it's close. It made it a little closer.
Yeah.
What do you think, DV?
Okay.
I think that is a good move for the Jets. I think it's a good move for Dalvin Cook, especially playing against, arguably a Hall of Famer in Aaron Rodgers. You know, four-time MVP. You know, one-time Super Bowl champion. You know, you're playing with him. I don't know if he's going to be RB1 or RB2. Brees Hall is possibly going to just stay in that position that he was in last year, but at the same time, it does not really affect my thoughts when the Eagles play them. It does not affect that. It does not affect that, you know, look what we did to Dalvin Cook last season.
You didn't say anything, Cole. I'm sorry, King. You didn't say anything, Cole. I know you was proud of Hurts. I'm talking about everybody else, not name you. You didn't say
Let's not
nothing.
even focus. Let's not focus on Coles right now. Don't even focus on Coles. What I'm saying is, look at what we did to Dalvin Cook last season. I don't care about Dalvin Cook when he plays us, but it's a good move for the Jets. I do like the move because it makes it a little bit tighter in the AFC East. It does. And, you know, it can help out Aaron Rodgers from not getting injured because Dalvin Cook can catch out the backfield. And you can use him in that dynamic. And they can split carries, whatever they want to do with him and Brees Hall. So overall, I just think this is a good move for him. But against the Eagles, it's going to be the same outcome.
Yep, for me, it's the same way. It won't change the thing because we own the Jets and we beat Aaron Rodgers last year, so we'll just do it again. Exactly. Jets O-line stinks, so it is what it is. So now let's give our final thoughts before we wrap up the show. Simply put, let me just make this short, sweet, and brief. Stay healthy, be motivated. No more bullshit this tomorrow. I want to see some domination from this team, offensively and defensively. I want some bombs up the head, though. I got some bombs today. Let's make them into points. So that's my thing. So, King, your final thoughts.
It'll always be better than yesterday with me. Yes, you know, you can't win every battle. You know, that's just the NFL. We're gonna get some good guys. Myles Garrett is no slouch. He's a dog. Denzel Ward he's not a slouch. You know, he's a dog as well. So we're not going against those slouches in the dog pound, you know. But they gotta feel the fact that we not no slouches either. You see what Nolan Smith did. You know, Nolan Smith got a sack on Deshaun Watson, man, and that was for never mind. I ain't even gonna go there, but it's really recorded. It's really recorded. But I'm just saying that my guys are showing up. My guys are showing up on defense, on offense. That offensive line needs to be strengthened up. And I'm hoping that Stoutland yelled at them, you know, for getting out there at NovaCare when Nick Sirianni yelled at him. He need to be yelling at those guys like, yo, get it together. We need you guys to sit up there and protect our asset in Jalen Hurts or any quarterback back there, you know, to give them time to make a decision so we can know who deserves to be, you know, under center. You know what I'm saying? And I just need them to be better than today. I need them to be better than today. We see some good things, but it was some bad things that wasn't alarming, but it was more so that you're questioning it like, hey, what was the play call? You know, Landon Dickinson got hurt. You know, I know that, you know, another guy had to come in. Was that when it happened? You know, because he got injured or went into the tent early in the practice. So, you know, we don't really know. It's all skeptical at this point. So I just want to see better. I want to hear better. I want to make sure that, you know, our players is healthy. Like you said, Cool Cat, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and be able to last until the upcoming preseason game, to the point where we're doing a drive and we're testing our first, I guess they first on offense and defense, and then make sure that, you know, we can execute anything that our new coordinators are throwing at us. Because at the end of the day, that's all that matters, is are we in the right position? Are we comfortable with the right place? So I want to see everything, man. It's only 3 preseason games, and I just want it to be to the point where our guys is playing the second game, first drive, and then probably the third game. I would say probably like 2, maybe 3 drives, depending on how practice go or joint practice go with the second team. See if we play those. If we do, then I guess I can give you a prediction about week 1 and everything like that. That ties into all the content that we will have.
Yep. Committee.
Today's price is not tomorrow's price. So tomorrow I'm asking for just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Concentrate, stay healthy, execute, stay focused, and let's figure out what this 53 gonna look like. It's time to start, dwindling down because we got to cut everybody in one day, bro. And I've been thinking about that for a long time, how devastating that's gonna be because we've seen some cornerbacks, we've seen some running backs, we've seen some quarterbacks, linemen, defensive and offensive, safeties, linebackers. It's a lot of guys on this team. And we only get to take 53. And you get 16 practice squad spots. So let's figure it out, man. It's time to start locking stuff up. Tomorrow is going to look better than today. And I heard ESP wasn't in agreement with everybody else. A lot of people are saying, I was just looking on Twitter. I know y'all see me looking down. A lot of people saying we won today. We didn't lose.
Sure.
So they saying ESP might not be in agreement with everybody else. They're saying Jeff Kerr and a few other guys saying we wanted it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That ESP is going to make me be at University of Penn Hospital looking for medication because he got me going through anxiety because he thinks that Jalen Hurts, when he does something bad, it's the worst thing that can happen. But then when he does something good, it's mediocre.
He don't like Jalen for some reason. I'm gonna see if I can.
No, he don't.
I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna send it to you, cool cat.
All
Just
right.
so you can see what I was talking about. You ain't got to post it. I'm putting it in the group chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I just want to see that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see us win tomorrow, and I just want to see us win every day moving forward, man. It's a 1 day. It's a 1 day journey every day. You know what I'm saying? So get better every day, execute every day, and we'll be there, man. Before we know it, it'll be February. We'll be sitting here talking about what we cooking for Super Bowl Sunday and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Gotta lock in now. Or
Moan said he's a hater because I just saw a comment. So Moan's alive. He's just busy. But yeah, let's talk about that before we go, because I believe you're right on that, Smitty. So go ahead and talk about it while I set it up.
I mean, if we actually won today and ESP was just being his usual self as we've seen him be before, then it wouldn't surprise me that he has this negative attitude towards the Eagles because he's been having it for 2 years now. This will be the second year consecutively where he's been a nuisance. Like, he robbed our quarterback. Like, when he threw that interception last week, he was so happy to type that on Twitter. He was like, oh, he did. Oh, he finally threw an interception. I finally have something I like to talk about. That dude is ridiculous, man. He don't got nothing to do. He bored and feel like he's not. I know he can't be an Eagles fan. He need to find a job somewhere else. He don't need to work for Philadelphia media, man. It ain't working. I mean, come on, man. No, he don't. Cause you just a trolls, man. He don't keep it real. So why everybody else got a different discovery, but we all went on the same journey? We all discovered one thing, but ESP found white gold. Everybody else found real gold. You brought it in your pocket and you made it.
Let's find out what he said. We got time to kill today. Hold on. Let's find this fool.
I can send it to you.
I got my glasses on.
Want me to send it to you?
No.
It's right there. It's right there.
I know. This is what someone else said, I'm going to hit this guy.
Hold on, I'll send you Elliot what he said about today.
Yeah.
Hold on, I want to talk though. About ESP. We gonna
Hold
get
on,
into it.
I'm gonna send him the clip.
Go ahead.
So ESP, right? What he does is what I feel like Cole's Cowboys does to the Eagles fans. I think that he really doesn't keep it real. I think that he keeps his emotions intact on how he feel about Jalen Hurts. He's not holding anybody accountable. It's more so that he's trying to see if there's a kink in Jalen Hurts' armor. He's trying to see basically if Jalen Hurts has a flaw. Because that's gonna bring the news. Everybody's big on Jalen Hurts now. Number one, alternate jersey sold. And he's the high commodity right now, man. He had a great offseason, and then you sit up there like, oh, but he can't do this. He's throwing interceptions. He's doing this. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Jalen Hurts. I'm not talking about Dakota. But back to ESP. I think ESP has this hate for Jalen Hurts to the point he's waiting for him to mess up. Just like the homeboys that you be either on the corner with or you was in school with, and you sitting up there saying, yo, I think I'm gonna do this, and then they laugh at you and be like, yo, you ain't gonna do that. Then when you do that, they hate on you. I feel like that's what ESP is to Jalen Hurts. Period. And I do follow ESP only because he does at times give accurate off-season news.
The treachery, King DV. The treachery.
Well, we know. But listen, we know what to pick through and what not to trust from ESP. You still got John Clark out there. You see that button? Listen. You still got John Clark out there. You ain't
gonna talk about my team like that and I follow you. Hell no.
You still got Dave, but he's there. That's the only reason why I follow him, because he's at these.
Think about what just happened. It's three other dudes that's there that say the Eagles looked better than what Elliott put out.
Right. So if you got three other dudes saying that, I'm gonna believe the 3-1. I'm not gonna believe ESP. That's my prerogative and my choice to sit up there and be like, yo, ESP is just hating on Jalen Hurts. He wants him to look bad.
He's been a hater too.
These other three guys is saying that we won today. So that's what I'm saying. We are hard on our team, Pauls, but we are a tough fan base to please. And for ESP to come out and say, oh, well, he had an interception on Ward, but then minimize that, hey, he came back with a touchdown to Devontae Smith. So basically he had 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. I'll take that. It's not like he threw 3 like some other quarterbacks. So I'll take that.
Yeah, go ahead, Smitty.
Man, I told you I don't follow ESP. So any of the stuff I see is mostly like DV posted, somebody retweeted, something like that. I don't really see ESP unless somebody retweet it, bro. I don't really. To me personally, bro, I don't know. Dude got a loose screw about Jalen, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what
That's
it is.
what you heard, Cole. That's not what we heard.
Love the Eagles, man. Like, I think that he's on a fizz. I think he's going to be the first alphabet sports fan that's going to transition from the Cowboys to the Eagles.
Ooh.
He is.
Who, Cole Cowboy?
He in here. Don't think they got stuff to talk about. The Cowboys. The Cowboys. Yeah, nope. Yeah. Cowboys got something to talk about. I don't even know why he in here.
Yeah.
See, like when I read the cool cat, like I'm reading Jeff Kerr, right? He like Myles Garrett singularly had a great day against the offensive line, but to counter his productivity, the Eagles were able to run the ball, and DeAndre Swift had a big day. It's stuff like that. See, like this. Like, bro, you think we really gave up 7 sacks, man? Come on, bro.
Exactly.
So he wasn't escaping. He wasn't mobile. He just stood there and just got smacked on the lips 7 times.
Look, man.
DSP bothers me sometimes, bro.
Yeah, so let's get this
me all the time.
Let's get this fool off the screen then. Let's get this fool off screen because he annoys me.
But E-Rock did have I don't know if you found it, cool cat. E-Rock Eagles on Twitter. He got like a 2 minute. He got 2 1-minute lives that he did at the beginning of practice today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did a few.
All right, let me find it. Salute to E-Rock, by the way. So
yeah. I wonder who turned off the live. I think
it's because they was about to start 11-on-11.
Or maybe that's the thing. We're gonna give you a certain amount of time to shoot you a clip, and then you got to get off here, bro. Let you show a little something, not too much.
Right.
We let you get these 1-on-1s, but we can't let you get these.
Right.
Moan just said he blocked them because I just got we just got something from I think from Moan. I think he
I
said
had texted
him.
ESP and she said I blocked them.
Well, King DV just said I must follow suit.
Yeah, DV. How you gonna follow the dude that hate us the most?
No, yeah, he hate this Eagles team because when Carson Wentz was here, he was all for it.
Well,
exactly,
everybody got their guy though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Jalen just ain't his guy. We fans of the front of the jersey, not the back of the jersey. At the end of the day, yeah, we love Jalen Hurts. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, if Jalen Hurts is messing up, he will be held accountable.
Unlike most teams.
Miss Ash, exactly. What's happening?
We're not saying
Miss
who
Ash
because
got that Eagles dog shirt in gray, and I'm waiting for a picture, but she been trying to send a picture since I don't even know if she got cricket. I don't know what's going on, but look, I'm just waiting for a picture.
Yeah,
we not bro.
BB, we ain't doing it today.
I know. Or treat me like I'm a little kid. So don't do
that. Cause I know you about to go in on them. That's the loudest noise I can make. Shit. Don't do it. Let him have fun in the sun over there by himself. You know how lonely it is to play by yourself?
Yeah. So, all right, we got the first E-Rock clip right here. Let me zoom in so y'all can see it. And
that truck was so ugly.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was nasty. They need to throw that truck away. Take that down there by the riverside.
Well, this video looked like a GTA. It looked like GTA. It looked crazy.
Yep.
Cole got an Eagle Dog shirt too. I know Cole bought one. He been bought one about 3 months ago. We ain't gonna tell nobody about it.
Yeah, he gave me his size and stuff like that on Twitter. I loved it to him. It's cool.
We need some pictures though, Cole. We need pictures of it.
Yep.
Look, Cole tomorrow I had a long day at work. Let me have fun. Yeah, have fun in the sun over there under the tree with the kiddie section. Not over here. Kiddie section.
Yeah, salute to E-Rock for the footage, man. So, salute to E-Rock for the footage. He's definitely a fan, Hitman. Of course Cole is.
He
loves him.
E-Rock, boy, that boy be at everything. He at every situation that go on at anything Eagle, he there. I need to get like him.
Yeah, man. Like I gotta get a connect. I think he got to connect though.
Hold on. Prove that Cole is an Eagles fan. Okay.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. EAGLES, Eagles!
He was so happy. Like, hey, he was happy as hell. Like I never seen Coles that happy. You know, he didn't even have the green screen background that he had on the Clash of the. He basically was like flying. Like he was happy. He was happy as hell.
Happy as day of his life to sing that song.
Yo, he did the ad-libs too. You see, he said 1, 2, 3. Like he did everything right. He did everything right. Now, Coles, please do the Dallas Cowboys song. I'll wait.
They don't got one. Ah!
He's not going to do it. He's not. He ain't got one of those. But he was excited to do the Eagle thing. They go try to cough at the end. No, that's COVID, bro. Bro.
All right, we're about to end the show. We're about to end the show. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Like, subscribe, and comment to the Birds of Broad Street channel. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Instead of the normal ending, we're going to end it with our favorite song right here. Sorry, Cole. I just had to do it.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. EAGLES, Eagles!
Peace.